क्या हाल चाल भाई लोग. Today we are going to be trying something new. We have a rider who rides ZX4RR and is based out of Hyderabad. And as you know, I ride my bike that is ZX4R and I'm here in Gurgaon. So this is going to be an interesting concept in which we are basically going to be doing a few FAQs that we jotted down together. And ये एक long distance video होने वाला है. अब लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस क्यों? बिकॉज मेरे को गुड़गांव में कोई ZX4RR वाला मिला नहीं अभी तक. सो वी जस्ट थॉट दिस वुड बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट एंड वी वुड ऑल्सो बी डूइंग समथिंग न्यू. सो आई एम अभिनव, also known as the Kawa Boy, and I ride the 2024 ZX4R. So Rahul, tell me, what are the major differences between the 4R and the 4RR?
Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This is your riding brother, the Deccan Rider. At a very high level, there are only two differences between the 4R and the 4RR. One is that the 4RR comes with an up and down quick shifter as standard, and also an fully adjustable suspension, which is missing in the 4R. These two features are generally more useful on the racetrack, so that is the reason why the 4RR is more of a racetrack ready machine compared to 4R, which is made mostly for the streets.
So if somebody asks me कि आपकी favorite चीज़ क्या है about the ZX4R, I would say the insane inline four screaming engine that goes up to 16,000 RPM.
The one thing that I really love about the bike is that this is a very practical sports bike. For many sports bike enthusiasts, you will either find options that are either underpowered or too powerful high-end bikes. But this one strikes a chord right in between those two categories, where you can take this bike out on a daily basis, use it to commute on a daily basis, and still have a very comfort ride in a city. So that's what I love the most about this bike. So coming to the next question, what's your top speed? I don't know if I should play safe here and tell you a different number, but I'll just give you the truth. I recently touched 148 kmph, yet to break my own record there.
So top speed that I have gone on this bike is actually a 230 km/h plus. Don't exactly remember because on those speeds your focus is generally road pe. And yeah, how do you find the riding posture, and is it too much to manage in the traffic?
The riding posture, like I've always talked about on my channel, it's the most comfortable out there for when you compare it to other sports bikes. It's not too upright, it's not too aggressive, so I think it has that sweet spot where it does not give you a lot of pain in your wrists. Your back does not take a hit, so you can ride this bike for a long time. It has a very good riding posture.
So for me, one of the major reasons why I bought this bike was because ये बहुत ज़्यादा comfortable है, and even traffic में as such कोई problem होती नहीं है. It is track oriented, yet at the same time you can use it as a daily commute vehicle. So yeah, it is not really a problem.
One thing you dislike about the bike?
One thing that I actually dislike about the bike is इसकी जो पिकअप है, जो इनिशियल पिकअप है at the first few gears is very low compared to other inline fours. So if I'm trying to do a drag with other riders and a 6R or a 10R is beside me and then they pick up on their second gear or something of that sort और first gear, वो गोली की तरह जाते हैं, जबकि ये थोड़ा टाइम लगाती है अपनी टॉप स्पीड पहुंचने में. बट अगर खुली रोड हो तो it is not really a problem. One thing you dislike about the bike?
Not many things. If I have to nitpick, I think it should be the headlights. The throw of the headlights is not very great. So the night rides are a little compromised. And also the headlights are on all the time. That's one option. I think most of the bikes have it these days, but that's one option I do not like.
Any plans to sell this bike in the near future to upgrade?
Hell no. Kawasaki announced that they will not be taking any more bookings for the 4RR, so I'm thinking it will hold a very good value in the future, so I don't have any plans to sell it at this time.
मेरे ऐसे कोई plans नहीं है अभी. इसके बाद अगर मैं कोई बाइक लूँगा वो होगी डायरेक्ट और डायरेक्ट S1000RR. that is my dream bike, that to the different shaped headlight one. एंड पुरानी वाली जो आती है, नई वाली मेरे को इतनी पसंद नहीं आई है, उसकी बहुत सारी कंप्लेंट्स भी सुनी है, बट दैट इज़ माई ड्रीम बाइक एंड अगर इसके बाद कुछ भी लूँगा तो वो लूँगा।
Had the 6R been out before you bought the 4RR, would you still go with it?
यार अगर 6R आ चुकी होती, सो व्हेन आई बुक दिस बाइक, तब उन्होंने कहा था कि 4R की बुकिंग तो खुल चुकी है बट 6R अभी तक नहीं खुली है, बुकिंग्स ना कोई कंफर्म डेट है। और अगर मुझे पता होता कि 6R आने वाली है तो मैं थोड़ा और वेट कर लेता, मैं 6R ही उठाता, बिकॉज प्राइस डिफरेंस इतना ज़्यादा नहीं है, अग्रेसिव नहीं है जितनी की 10R होती है। सो येस, मैं 6R के लिए जाता इंस्टेड ऑफ द 4R।
I don't think I would have gone for the 6R. It was never an option I was considering because though it was in the same price range, because I know that 6R is a proper track bike and also it has a very committed riding position, which was a downside for me because because I was planning to pick a bike that I would like to use on a daily basis, take it to work. So 6R would have not been an option for me. When out on a Sunday ride with other riders, do you ever feel your bike is underpowered?
जैसा अभी पिछले एक क्वेश्चन में बताया, येस पिकअप पे मेरे को फील होता है, बट अगर खुला रोड मिल जाए देन नॉट रियली।
When it comes to talk, yes, the initial pickup, I am kind of left behind. Given an open road or an open stretch, I'm pretty sure I'll leave all the other bikes behind.
Given the 4RR has adjustable suspension, have you changed any settings, Rahul?
Actually, I did not change any of the settings, any of the suspension settings as of now. Maybe when I take it to the track, I will take some professional help and I will adjust it according to my weight. But riding in the city, I did not feel any need to adjust the suspension.
What has been your journey so far with two wheels? And if tomorrow you were to sell the bike, what would you upgrade to?
So I started my biking journey with a Charisma R, moved on to a RE Classic 500, and then the next one was a Ninja 650, and then currently I ride the ZX4R.
Well, interesting question. I did not get into riding again after college. After a very long time, I got back into riding. Picked up the BMW G310R first, and it was a nice bike. It was a roadster. It was a proper city bike, but I felt it was underpowered, and I sold it off within 2 years, and I picked up the 4RR. So plans to upgrade, maybe not, but I'm pretty excited about the CBR 600RR, but I don't think that bike's going to be launched in India anytime soon. Have you ever tried a wheelie?
मैं तो कर चुका हूँ, पिछली अभी कुछ वीडियोस में ही था। राहुल, on to you.
It's a time-taking process to learn how to wheelie this bike. There are a lot of controls that you need to adjust, and then find an open road, find an open space to experiment, and then it's very difficult to find a space where you can try a wheelie. So do I want to wheelie this bike? Definitely yes, but then I haven't found a safe space to do it so far.
What is your favorite upgrade for this bike?
Well, it should be the exhaust that I have recently ordered, the Kaufman exhaust. I'm yet to install it. It's here, but I'm yet to pick it up.
तो मैं अभी तक काफ़ी सारे अपग्रेड्स तो इस बाइक पे कर चुका हूँ, लेकिन अभी तक का मेरा फेवरेट अपग्रेड इज़ द विंड स्क्रीन एंड द ऑस्टिन रेसिंग एग्जॉस्ट। द साउंड नोड इज़ अमेजिंग एंड इस विंड स्क्रीन के कारण एट टॉप स्पीड्स आई डोंट रियली फील द विंड ब्लास्ट, बिकॉज मेरी हाइट के साथ दूसरे वाले विंड स्क्रीन पे मुझे दिक्कत होती थी जो स्टॉक आया था उसमें।
Have you researched tires? What would your next set be?
सो मिशेलिन एंड पिरेली आर द ऑब्वियस चॉइसेस। मेरे ग्रुप में काफ़ी सारे लोग यूज़ कर रहे हैं, ग्रेट रिव्यूज़, सो दोज आर गोइंग टू बी द ऑब्वियस चॉइसेस।
I haven't researched anything specifically about tires. I know Pirelli are a very good upgrade, but I do not feel the need to change at this time. The ones that I have right now do a fabulous job, so I don't plan to change the tires anytime soon.
What would your dream gear be? Helmet, jacket, gloves and camera. So in terms of dream gear, in terms of helmet, currently my dream helmet is the Alpine Star new helmet that has been out. A beautiful looking helmet, but very expensive, so not going to buy it right now. Instead I bought the Scorpion, and in the near future अगर कोई अच्छी डील मिल गई तो मैं पक्का वो एक हेलमेट ख़रीदना चाहूँगा। In terms of jackets, gloves, I would say Dainese or Alpine Stars are great choices. That is something that I would love to have someday. In terms of camera, DJI Osmo Action 4 seems to be a pretty good camera for the night shoot. So I think if I were to get a chin mounted camera, I would like to go with that.
Well, camera, I think I am pretty much set with the gear that I have. I use DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I use the DJI Osmo Action 4, and I'm pretty happy with these two cameras that I use for most of my motor vlogs. Riding gear, yes, I do want to upgrade to Dainese at some point, or get some good leathers for the track, but it's a huge investment and I don't want to jump into it right away. Once I start taking the bike to the track on a frequent basis, maybe I will look into investing in some good riding gear. What changes would have made this the perfect machine? Well, I don't think any bike is perfect, but if this bike had to be perfect, I think maybe a little more torque would have made this bike really stand out. And I think that's one thing where it lacks the initial power, the initial pickup. But that's really nitpicking, because the kind of bike this is, the kind of engine it is, there's too much to ask for a lot of torque, because it's a small 400cc displacement inline 4, and the torque that it has right now is good enough for any city rider.
So if it was up to me, I would have given a bit more torque for sure, because में torque की बहुत कमी है. थोड़ा bhp और बढ़ा देता, but again that's wishful thinking. For a 400cc inline 4, it's an amazing bike. I don't think इसमें कुछ भी change करने की ज़रूरत है. Given the less number of units made and sold, do you plan to upgrade and sell this bike off, or do you plan to keep it just for the exclusivity? नो, मैं इसको सेल नहीं करने की सोचने वाला, इवन इफ़ आई एम टू बाय 1000RR, बिकॉज दिस इज़ अ यूनिक बाइक. इसकी बहुत कम यूनिट्स बिकी हैं, अब बुकिंग्स भी क्लोज हो चुकी हैं, सो देयर इज़ नो चांस दैट आई वुड वांट टू सेल दिस बाइक. राहुल, व्हाई डोंट यू से?
Of course, if I have enough cash to pay for the upgrade, I will definitely keep this bike and buy the other one. But I don't mind selling this bike if I get a good deal.
So with that, we come to the end of this video. If you like this video, if you like the idea, give a shout out if you're planning to shoot a similar kind of a video. Until then, see you in the next one. आप लोगों को पता ही है क्या करना है. Thank you so much.